Hello everybody, it's me, Skin Glow and Afro. I'm back again. I'm here today to talk about the whole Arkady situation. This is only going to be a quick little 5-minute video, and I'm going to try and stick to 5 minutes because the way my energy is set up right now, with regard to my spiritual energy, I can't speak for longer than 5 minutes on this topic. So I'm going to try and be as quick as possible, but get what I need to say off my chest, okay? Essentially what has happened is the whole R. Kelly accusations has cropped back up again because there is this brand new documentary that has been done by Lifetime where over 50 different people have been interviewed about this whole sexual assault situation with R. Kelly. And so, you know, his ex-wife was interviewed, people who was around during the time, you know, he was abusing Aaliyah. All of this stuff has come out. It's like, if you've been following the whole R. Kelly situation over the years, you would know that the stuff that has been said is nothing new. However, we keep having to have these discussions because back in the 90s, nothing was done. And it's very, very sad, actually. Now, if you don't know about R. Kelly, he has 2 brothers, and I believe he also has an older sister as well. Now, R. Kelly's younger brother, he came out in a documentary and said that basically him and Robert had been sexually molested by their sister and also other family members. And they showed a clip of R. Kelly talking about this situation, and he was saying that with regards to the other family members, he didn't want to name them. He said, I've been through this. I've been through this sexual molestation when I was a child. I've been through this sexual molestation as a child. And I want you to believe me. However, it's interesting that he wants to believe for his abuse that happened to him when he was a child. Yet there are so many people who are arguing in defense of him for sexually abusing other people's children. Do you not see how mad that is? I don't understand the mentality of black people sometimes. I really don't. One of R. Kelly's backup dancers, she met R. Kelly when she was 14, and she went on tour with him and Aaliyah. And she says that when they was on the tour bus, they had like these curtains that was around the beds in the tour bus, and what happened is someone must have pulled back one of the curtains and she saw R. Kelly raping Aaliyah. And Alias Mom has come out and made a statement saying that this backup dancer is lying, saying that she was with Aaliyah all the time and that this backup dancer was lying and she didn't really know her and all this kind of stuff. She said the woman and so-called backup singer in the forthcoming Surviving documentary that describes seeing, meeting or ever breathing the same air as my daughter Aaliyah is lying and is a liar. My husband and I were always on tour with her and at interviews and every place she went throughout her entire career. Whoever this woman is, I have never seen her before on planet Earth until now. These lies and fabrications cannot be tolerated and allowed to be spewed from the forked tongues of saboteurs of Aaliyah's legacy. My daughter only wanted to realize her dream of sharing her talent with the world and to give her all, performing on stage and in front of the camera for the fans she adored so much. She realized that dream thanks to those fans who still love and support her legacy unconditionally to this day. Shame on all of those involved in this project who thought it kosher to drag Aaliyah's name into a situation that was nothing to do with her today. Once again, this will not be tolerated. Sincerely, Dana Horton. To be honest, we've all seen the marriage certificate that's online of, you know, R. Kelly's and Aaliyah's marriage certificate. So for Alias' mother to come out and say this is a lie, maybe the backup singer may not have seen R. Kelly raping her. However, we know it had happened at some point in time. Barry Hankinson, the uncle of Aaliyah, introduced the two of them when Aaliyah was 12 years old. And from what I gather, R. Kelly started preying on her when she turned 13. So from 13 to 15, this situation was going on. And he was probably actually grooming her that whole year from 12 to 13 anyway. And this is one of the things people don't understand. Grooming is like deep stuff. It's like manipulation. This is what he was doing to her anyway. And what's even more interesting is this so-called manager of R. Kelly, who was on the show, or like friend or whatever, said he admitted to forging documents, admitted live on camera to forging documents that allowed Aaliyah at 15 years old to get married, because it says on the marriage certificate, it says that she was 18, but she was actually only 15 at the time. And this guy forged documents so she could get married. Now, I mean, no disrespect to Dana Horton, but was you really there all the time? If your daughter, from what I'm gathering from the documentary, your daughter got pregnant. And I feel that R. Kelly got married to her so that she could have an abortion. And you mean to tell me you didn't know all this time that this situation was going on? You didn't know, or you didn't want to know? Because sometimes we can be in denial about people around us. You think that they have the best intentions and they don't. Even more disturbing to me is the simple fact that there are still so many people who defend R. Kelly despite all this evidence. I also found out, you know, from the timeline that Michael Jackson's songs You Are Not Alone, that was written by R. Kelly, was actually written about a girl R. Kelly was sleeping with who was underage as per usual. She was around, what, 14, 15? And she miscarried his child. And he wrote the song about her. And also, she also gained, I'm not going to say her name, but she also caught mono from R. Kelly, and she ended up in hospital. She was in a coma for a couple of weeks. And I mean, this is the kind of guy you are supporting. Now, I understand he was sexually molested as a child. However, not everybody who's sexually molested as a child goes on to molest other people. I understand why they do it. However, it does not excuse it at all. You lot have got to stop defending this man, seriously. And for those of you who keep saying about, oh, this backup singer should be charged with child endangerment. First of all, she was a fucking child herself back in the 90s. What was she supposed to do? She was the exact same age as Aaliyah. She was 15 years old herself. What on earth was R. Kelly doing? Traveling around a freaking country with these teenagers? That is what you should be focusing on. Not saying about, oh, she should be charged. Charged with what? She was the same age as Aaliyah. Some of you really, like, black people need to get out of this damn mentality that, oh, black girls are fast. No, they're not fast. These grown men are preying on them, and this is what you are not understanding. They are preying on them. And you're sitting there chatting some foolishness about how these girls are being fast. Are you fucking mad? They're not being fast. They're being groomed from when they're very, very young. And then when they reach a certain age, that's when these men want to take their virginity away. And it's freaking disgusting how many black women are still supporting him. Like, are you absolutely insane? Can you not think about if it was your daughters, or if it was your son who was the one who was doing the molestation? Do you not understand? Do you not understand the madness that is coming out of your mouth? Like, seriously. And the black men defending him as well. You lot are showing your rapey behaviour. I'm sorry, but you lot are showing your rapey behaviour. That's it. Talking about, oh, I'm still going to listen to his music. Well, fine, you can go bump and grind your ass into hell. That's what you can do, you fucking arseholes. That's what you need to be doing. Bumping and grinding your arseholes into hell. Because I don't understand how you hearing stories of children being molested and you're sitting here saying, oh, you're still going to be dancing to his frigging music. Like, don't turn my stomach, please. Don't turn my damn stomach. This man needs to be cancelled. I understand that there are innocent black men who are in jail who've been falsely accused of sexual molestation and all this kind of stuff. However, at the same time, and with no evidence. However, at the same time, when there is plenty of evidence, this man was caught on fucking camera. There were witnesses who attended Arkady and Aaliyah's wedding. There were witnesses to him raping Aaliyah. There were witnesses to him raping other children as well. So what more will it take for you to understand what's going on here? I'm just deeply frustrated with the black community right now. This whole, oh, we must protect one another. Oh, and my final thought. Please stop bringing up Harvey Weinstein and all these white guys. Listen, there have been plenty of people who have cussed out these white filthy fuckers, yeah, for all the shit they done. What do you think the Me Too movement exploded like it did last year and in 2017? Why do you think that was? Do you think it's because people were not talking about it? They were talking about it. Rose McGowan was one of the biggest ones to be talking about it. And Alicia Milano, she was also talking about it. So it's not like people weren't speaking about these white men. They were. And trust me, for those who keep saying, where's the documentaries on these? Trust me, there were documentaries on these guys. You just weren't paying attention. But the simple fact is, we have the ability to call out these white men for the nastiness they do to children as well as at the same time call out black men who do paedophilic behavior at the same time. We have the ability to look at everything. Stop saying that because this is just bringing the black man down. No. R. Kelly is a monster. Harvey Weinstein is a monster. What's his name? Woody Allen. He's a fucking monster as well. All these fucking guys, they can all be cancelled. Every single fucking one of them. But you want to be saying, oh, it's just hate towards the black man. No. R. Kelly is a pervert. He's a paedophile. There is plenty of evidence of this. What more will it take? And look, I've gone over the 5 minutes, but seriously, you need to get out this damn mentality of trying to say that it's just about bringing the black man down. No. R. Kelly needs to get gone. He is a fucking filthy man. Why is he still around? Like, why? Because you still want to say, oh, you can't separate the art from his music. Like, separate him, because a lot of these songs ain't nothing but a number, bump and grind. She's got that vibe. Think about listening to who he was talking about in those songs. He was talking about fucking teenage girls. If that doesn't put you off, what more can I say? Anyway. Make sure to leave your thoughts down below and please don't be rude because I will just block you, alright? Bye.